everybody. I'm Kim O'Rourke. I'm the recycling coordinator for the city of Middletown, and welcome to Recreation Recycles. Recreation Recycles is a video series where we talk about recycling and waste reduction and all kinds of sustainability efforts throughout the city of Middletown. Today, we're going to be visiting the Middletown Recycling Center. We're going to take you for a tour, show you what's happening here. If you haven't been here in a while, it might be a little different from what you remember. So just take note that you do need to have a residence pass to come into the recycling center. You can get that online by going to our website, and that'll be listed below. Or you can come into the office to the Department of Public Works in City Hall, bring your vehicle registration, and they'll get you a pass. There's no charge for the pass, but take note that there is a charge to bring some of the materials into the recycling center, and I'll let you know which ones those are. So come on in, I'll show you around. Okay, when you come into the recycling center, you're gonna wanna go right here, right up to the trailer. You're gonna drive right up here, all vehicles right through here, and you're gonna stop at the stop sign. It's really important to stop at the stop sign because when you go further, you're driving on a scale. So if there's another car in front of you, they could be getting weighed, and you pay according to what you bring in. Like for bulk waste, they'll weigh it and charge you according to the weight. And they really don't want your car on the scale as well because that will increase the price for them. So come on in, stop at the stop sign, and then wait for the attendant to wave his hand. He'll stick his hand out the window and he'll wave you forward. And that's when you move forward. And then when you get up to the window, you tell the attendant what you have, and he or she will tell you where to go. Okay, when you come off the scale, you're gonna have some options. You can go to the left, and that'll take you to the bulky waste pile. It'll take you to the mattresses. It'll take you to the scrap metal. It'll take you to the brush. You can go kind of straight, and that'll take you to the single stream recycling, the leaves, and the cardboard. And then if you come over to the right, you're gonna get to the cardboard compactor, you're gonna get to the propane tanks, e-waste, swap shack, and the food waste, and we'll show you each one of those. So let's start. We're gonna go up the ramp, and I'll show you the single stream recycling up there. So you're going to come off the scale, you're going to drive up the little incline here, and this is going to take you to the ramp. And there's several different things up here for you to dispose of if you need to. First, we'll start here at the cardboard containers. So if you have big pieces of cardboard, if you just moved, we do have 2 roll-offs that are dedicated to cardboard. We ask that you flatten them. Definitely please remove the packaging. We don't want any plastic, we don't want any styrofoam. And then those can be put into these containers. We also have a cardboard compactor. We'll go by that later. So if you have boxes that are not broken down, you can put them in the compactor and they'll get all squished up. So this is the cardboard right here. Now we'll move over to the single stream recycling. Okay, so up at the top here is our mixed recycling, single stream recycling. It's the curbside recycling, what you put out at the curb. Now, you don't have to bring your recycling here. People usually use it if they have extra, if they happen to have a party or something and they have extra recycling that doesn't fit in their cart, they can bring it here for disposal at no charge. However, please be sure to follow the instructions. Only recycle the acceptable items. So here's a couple of our loads, and you'll probably see that they're not perfect. We have people who brought in plastic bags. Recycling does not belong in plastic bags. If it's in a plastic bag, it's not going to get recycled. So be sure to keep your recycling loose. You can keep it in paper bags if you want it bagged, but absolutely no plastic bags. No coffee cups, no paper towels, no paper plates. Just regular paper, paper bags, newspaper, magazines, and cardboard boxes, although the cardboard boxes can go over in the other cardboard container, and that's our single stream recycling. Okay, up on the top of this ramp on the right-hand side, there's an area to bring your leaves and your grass clippings. Now, we do get a lot of leaves in the spring and the fall. We do a leaf pickup only in the fall. The city does not do a curbside pickup in the spring. So you are welcome to bring your leaves down here at no charge. We also accept grass, although it's better to leave the grass clippings on your lawn. If you can't do that or mulch them into the lawn, we do accept them here. There is no charge for the leaves or the grass, although if they do come in with a contractor, there is a charge for them. So also, if you look out beyond here, we do take scrap metal from residents. There is a charge to bring in scrap metal. We take tires. There is a charge for those as well. We take mattresses, and I'll show you the other container down below. But Middletown participates in the Mattress Recycling Council's program, which is an extended producer responsibility program where the producers pay for the recycling of the material. So we collect it here at no charge, and then they work with, the manufacturers work with companies to recycle the components of the mattress and turn it into something new. It's a really great program we have here in Connecticut. And then we also have our bulky waste. We take demolition construction debris, and there is a charge to bring that in as well. Okay, so these are our mattress containers. As I mentioned before, you can bring your mattresses here at no charge, and you do have to put them into the container. We take mattresses and box springs, and we do not take futons, but they can just be put into the container. We work with the Mattress Recycling Council, and they take them back for recycling. Okay, under this lean-to, we have a few different things to recycle. One are batteries and car batteries. You can bring them here. We have a container for cooking oil. So you can bring old cooking oil. If you cooked up a turkey, fried a turkey for Thanksgiving, you can bring that oil here, and that goes in the red barrel. And then we have our containers for food scraps. Now, one of the big initiatives that we're doing in Middletown, and many towns are doing this now as well, is trying to get people to separate out their food scraps. Food scraps can make up over 20% of what we throw away. And we do have a trash disposal crisis in this state where we don't have the capacity to handle all the waste that's being generated. So it's really important that we recycle right, and it's really important that we pull out other materials so they're not going to landfills out of state and they're not clogging up the incinerators. So food waste actually doesn't burn very well, and it generates a lot of methane gas when it's put in a landfill. So it really should be separated. Here we collect it, and it goes to an anaerobic digester where it gets turned into clean energy or compost. The residue gets turned into compost. So it's a great way to recycle your food scraps. If you can't compost at home, this is a good option, or if you don't belong to the co-collection program that we're doing in our sanitation district. We also have a drop-off like this on Randolph Road, 675 Randolph Road. You can bring food scraps to. That's open 24/7. And again, the hardest part is getting in the habit of separating your food scraps in your kitchen, but then it's as easy as bringing it down here to get rid of. So we'll take used antifreeze here. We do not take used oil, but you can bring waste oil to local service stations like Midas, Midakey, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts. They will take oil from residents. I would call first to make sure their tank isn't full, but you can bring it there. Okay, so welcome to our swap shack. So our swap shack is only open certain times. And we have the hours here, the first and third Saturday of the month from 9:30 to 11:30. And then the first Wednesdays after those Saturdays, 12 to 2. We do put those hours on our website and on our social media pages so that people know when it is open. Now this building, you can bring things that they all have to be in usable, good condition, something that somebody else would want. And you can bring that here, and then you're welcome to take anything that you like as well. And you can get some really great finds here. It is hit or miss. Sometimes you can find a bunch of stuff, sometimes you can find nothing, but it's kind of fun to do the search. Um, this this building, this swap shack, is maintained by the Recycling Council volunteers. We are looking for other volunteers to help manage the times that it is open. So if you're interested in helping on working on this, please let us know. Send me an email or give me a call, and we'd be happy to get your help. So we do only take small items in the swap shack because it is a small building. So household goods, kitchen plates, utensils, games, toys. We take baby clothing, but not adult clothing. There are other options for adult clothing. Like one of them is the Reboot Eco Swap Studio. They offer free clothing there, and they take donations of clothing in good condition. So please only bring the items that we accept here, and don't put big items in the swap shack. We do have an area around the corner here for larger items. They are out in the weather, so it has to be something that can sit out in the weather. But when the attendant is here, one of our volunteers, they can tell you whether we'll accept what you have or not. And the larger ones can sit out here. And then next to the swap shack, we have our textile bin. This is a Goodwill bin where you can bring used clothing and textiles. They don't have to be in perfect condition. Goodwill does have a sorting center where they can sort items out that are reusable and they can sell, and then items that can go for recycling. And this is the case for all our textile bins in the city. We work with Bay State Textiles, and we have bins at most of the schools and the senior center. And again, you can bring clothing, stuffed animals, pocketbooks, backpacks, linens, bed sheets, curtains, that type of stuff to these bins, and they'll get sorted and then distributed accordingly. Please pack them in a plastic bag. I'm not a big fan of plastic bags, but if they're not in a plastic bag, they could get wet and mildewy in the bin. So it's important to package them up so they don't get wet. Now, next to our textile bin is our book bin, and you can bring hard and soft cover books here. They also sort through the books. Ones that they can reuse, they do reuse, and ones that cannot be reused, they can recycle. So hard and soft cover books can go there. So this is our electronics container, and here you can bring your televisions, your computers, your printers. We also take miscellaneous electronics. So if it's like a small appliance, like a mixer or a bread machine, we can take that here as well. We also take bulbs, like long fluorescent tubes. You can bring those to a hazardous waste day as well, but we do take them here as well. We do ask when you come in. I mean, right now the container is kind of full, but place the items. If it's too big for a Gaylord, you can place it along the side of the container. If you have a miscellaneous item, it goes way down in the back. And then we work with a vendor, and they take the items and they dismantle them for recycling. Anything they can reuse, they do reuse. This also is one of the EPR programs for the state, Extended Producer Responsibility. So this program does not cost the city any money. It used to years ago when we had it, but with the EPR program, manufacturers of the products now pay for the recycling of the products. So you can bring your items in here at no charge, and they will safely be recycled. Okay, so this is our glass container. And yes, we have a separate container for just glass. Now, glass can be put in your curbside recycling, but it does cause problems. One, it's really heavy, and recycling is expensive. Recycling does cost money. So by removing the glass, we actually save on tonnage, which can save money. But also, this can create a better quality material by keeping it just glass. Here, if you're so inclined, you can keep your glass separate, bring it here, and then we bring it directly to a glass manufacturer where they turn it into new glass. So it's a great way to recycle glass. It's a little cleaner than if it was in the single stream recycling, and it can save money. If you have boxes that are not flattened, you can bring them here, put them in the compactor, and then they will get crushed into the compactor, and then that's delivered to the processing center. It is May 2024. I just want to take note of that because sometimes rules and regulations change slightly, but right now you do need a pass to come into the recycling center. You need to show your vehicle registration at the Public Works Department, or you can fill it out online, and the pass is free, but it does show that you're a Middletown resident or you own a Middletown business. All waste that comes into this facility has to be from Middletown. It cannot be from another town. So thank you for joining us. This is Recreation Recycles, and we'll see you next time at a different location.